We all know the feeling. The salary hits on the first of the month, you feel entirely secure, and somehow, by the 25th, the bank balance is dangerously close to zero. Let's look at a typical salaried employee, Rahul. He works hard and wants what we all want: a secure home, a few family vacations, and the ability to say yes to his kids. But every month, the math of his income versus his savings fails to align, and those dreams get pushed further away. The natural instinct is to assume he simply needs to earn more, but Rahul's actual problem is his financial bucket. It is full of invisible holes, quietly draining his wealth before he even notices the cash is gone. Securing a solid bank balance for 2025 does not require you to quit your job, start a risky business, or learn to code. It only requires you to diagnose and plug 3 specific everyday money leaks. The first major drain is the ego leak. It is incredibly common to see people financing lifestyles they cannot actually afford, swiping for the newest tech gadgets on an EMI plan purely to project an image of success to their peers. Taking on loans or using credit cards for non-essential liabilities is a trap. Credit card companies are actively waiting for the moment you miss a payment so they can hit you with massive interest rates. Then there is the trap of buying logos. Dropping 50,000 rupees on a luxury shirt is rarely about paying for superior fabric quality. You are paying thousands of rupees purely to wear a brand's emblem. Compare this middle-class status anxiety to the reality of the actual 1%. Wealthy individuals like Ratan Tata consistently wear simple, unbranded business suits. Or look at Mark Zuckerberg in his standard plain gray t-shirt. The data reveals a clear pattern. Looking rich is a completely different sport than actually being wealthy. True financial security comes from building your own personal brand value through your work. You do not need to pay exorbitant interest to act as a walking billboard for someone else's logo. The second leak is stealthy. Try to guess your biggest non-essential expense category from last month. Our brains consistently give us biased reports, convincing us it was a single big purchase rather than 100 small ones. This chart breaks down a typical monthly budget. To catch those available 150 rupee payments made through UPI, India's instant real-time payment system, you have to physically write down your expenses. Maintaining daily accounts is the only reliable mirror for your spending. Once you track your usage, you can start buying smartly. Purchasing your monthly grocery rations in one planned bulk trip consistently saves 10 to 20% against daily retail pricing. That same math applies to our vices. Consider the tiny daily financial toll of a toxic habit, like smoking just 5 classic cigarettes a day. At 80 rupees a day, it feels like pocket change. But step back and look at the macro view. Over a full calendar year, that daily pocket change aggregates into a massive 29,200 rupees. Tracking pennies, buying in bulk, and cutting bad habits is not about living like a monk. It is about taking back control of the exact blind spots where your wealth bleeds out without your permission. The final leak is the penalty of inaction. In 2010, a liter of petrol cost 33 rupees. Today, you are paying close to 100. That invisible thief is inflation. This graph illustrates the problem with hoarding cash. The red line is inflation, eating away at your purchasing power by 7% a year, while the blue line is a standard savings account hovering at a meager 3%. You plug this leak by forcing your money to outpace inflation. Using an app like Stable Money, you can quickly compare and lock in high-yield fixed deposits across small finance banks, securing returns up to 9%. Protecting your assets also means keeping proper records. Adopting an old-school physical folder system for your electricity bills, warranties, and insurance policies stops you from bleeding money through entirely avoidable late fees and lapsed coverage. And finally, you have to maintain the machine that actually generates your wealth, you. Spending money on your physical health or taking time to upskill and adapt to new AI tools are essential defensive investments. Organizing your paperwork, optimizing your idle cash, and keeping your skills sharp acts as the final protective seal. It ensures the money you worked so hard to save actually stays yours. Fast forward a few months, and Rahul's reality looks different. He has not compromised on his family vacations or his lifestyle, but that crushing end-of-month anxiety is gone. Real wealth is rarely the result of a massive windfall or a lucky stock pick. It is the quiet, compounding result of small, disciplined, and tracked daily habits. Take your first step tonight. Right before bed, spend exactly 2 minutes physically writing down every single expense you made today. If this video helped you, hit the like button and share it with a friend who might need some financial therapy. Check the descriptions of the Stable Money app link, along with a free expense tracker template to get you started. Stay sharp and keep learning.